With the rise of toxic work environments and horrible bosses, many millennials and Gen Zs are gearing towards freelancing. Today on the show, we have an amazing, creative videographer and photographer who has worked with the likes of Mayokun, V of Big Brother, and so much more. Ladies and gentlemen, Sesay David. Hi, Sesay.
Hi.
Welcome to the Allure podcast. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
How does it feel to be in front of the camera? First of all, you're always behind the camera. Put your face this way. Your angular must be
It feels
this
very
angle.
weird, actually.
I
Very
like
weird.
it. It gives me so much joy. Because I used to give instructions. Now,
I mean, I can still give instructions.
how
from
does
there.
it feel to have a taste of your own cup? You can still do what?
I feel good still.
Okay. Welcome, Sesay. How are you doing
I'm
today?
good. I'm good. Thank you for
All
having
right.
me.
So, how did you start working for yourself? Was this something you've always said to yourself, oh, I'm not going to work for anybody, I'm going to be my own boss? Or was it something that you experienced in your former place of work or work environment?
Funny thing is, I'm not a fan of crowd. Like, I don't like
You don't like to mingle with the masses?
exactly.
Wow.
And it started off in secondary school. Like my final year in secondary school, I just picked it up and I liked it from there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but how was did you ever have a 9 to 5? And how was the experience?
Yes, I did. And the true thing about 9 to 5 is it's never always 9 to 5.
It's never always 9 to 5.
So that's one thing I hate. I come 9, I'm supposed to leave by 5, but
Where do you think you are?
in a workplace.
I thought maybe you were in Europe or something. Continue.
Well, that's how I think it's supposed to be,
Yeah,
but
honestly.
it's never like that. So, and it's really stressful. Like they work you
Exactly.
to your limit just because they're paying you a certain amount of money, which doesn't make sense to me. Because you have 5 days in a week or 7 days in a week to work. You don't need to stretch someone out.
So you actually had a 9 to 5.
Yeah, I did for about 7 months or 6 months, but I had a goal.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why I had to do the 9 to 5.
More he's goal oriented. Ladies and gentlemen, Sesay David.
It is what it is.
So there would have been a moment where you were like, in fact, enough is enough. I'm hanging my boots. I can't take it anymore. You people should take your job and go away. So did you have that moment? What happened?
It was a toxic workplace. Let me just put it out there. It was a toxic workplace. But the fact that I had a goal,
Yeah.
like I had something in mind for these 6 months, I just had to do it and leave, and never look at the 95 again. Never.
You're like, bye, people.
I didn't even tell them bye.
Oh, wow.
I swear, I just upped and left. I just upped and left.
So has it been being your own boss, freelancing and all of that? Because people complain that it's supposed to be 9 to 5 and it's never 9 to 5. But most people say when you're working for yourself, it is 6 a.m. to whenever.
It's 24 hours.
Because I know that sometimes I'll be calling you and be like, Sesay, this video around like 11, 10. So how has it been working for yourself? Do you regret it? Will you ever have a 9 to 5? So how's it been?
I don't think I'll ever have a 9 to 5. I don't think I can cope with that anymore. But working for myself, it's been good, and there's the good side to it and there's bad side to it. Do you understand? Like, I always work. Like,
I know.
round the clock, I'm always working. Like, people that know me, if you text me by 3 a.m., I'm up. If you text me by 4 a.m., I'm up. I'm working.
He's a vampire. His
So-
morning is his night and his night is his morning. It can't be me. It cannot be
That's
me.
how it is. Most creatives are like that.
Yeah.
Because everywhere is quiet at night. You get to think, you get to figure out what you want to do with this video or this picture or this design. You get to figure out so many things that time when everywhere is quiet. You understand?
So how long have you been freelancing?
My final year in secondary school, like I said before,
All of you are secondary school.
that's like around 2012, and we're in 2022. That's about 10 years now. So yeah, I started off doing designs for like this music group in my class and Enigi as well. That time I was doing graphics for them, but I wasn't getting paid. then it was just the experience you get, and I was happy doing it.
And
They loved
everybody
it.
knew you, so
You get it, yeah.
you liked like.
And the thing about that was I was a nerd. Oh yeah,
I'm not
like
surprised.
the whole big glasses, big bag, hunch bag.
Where are the glasses now?
You never catch me right there. big bags and all of that, and I could never get the girls. So photography and designs, babes always want pictures. You get so.
Oh, Sesay, please take my picture.
Do you
me.
get?
Or can I have your number? Kind of.
Well, past that now.
You're not ashamed.
That can't work anymore. I'm all about
You
the money,
have to
man.
pay. He's about the
That
money.
can't work anymore. Can't work anymore.
Okay, so take us through a typical day in your life. What do you do? You're a videographer, you're a photographer. What do you do? Take us through what you do.
My typical day, if I don't have to work outside my studio, I wake up. Like I said, I always have work. So wake up, shower, get to work. So I work
Round the clock.
round the clock. I pause a bit to play video games for like 2-3 hours, get back to it again. I'm always constantly thinking of how to grow and also trying to impact people with my work, basically.
Yeah.
That's it.
So who in your space, like your photography space, your videography space, who in your space, especially in the Nigerian industry, will you say has inspired you or you look up to, someone who you respect in your space?
Okay, so in secondary school when I was starting out, there was this one person that inspired me, and you could see his logo on every picture at that time. It was TCD, Tobinator.
Oh, wow.
He was the one taking pictures of all the celebrities, and so he kind of inspired me at that point. Then I grew to know some other photographers, Upload Works, Top Upload, Videographer, Cliff. Those are my friends, my close friends. They inspire me with their works. So they make me want to do better. Yeah.
So did you learn? So many people are out there like, oh, I like photography, I like the whole shooting of videos and all. Did you have to take some courses online? Did you have to attend a school, or was it just vibes and inshallah for you?
Vibes mostly. I'm not a fan of school.
Structured
Yeah,
learning.
I'm not a fan of structured learning. So I basically learned on the go. Like I watch people do their thing. I followed my friends up and down to see how they shoot. I try to replicate it when I go home. That kind of thing, and I picked it up from there.
Yeah, because so many people don't see that side. They just see, oh, Sesay shot this, but they really don't know the amount of learning that goes into
exactly. Yeah, they don't.
Yeah. So what would you say inspires you as a photographer and as a person?
My environment, basically, people around me, things I see going on, and the fact that I noticed something about Nigerian photography space is that most images always tend to look similar.
Yeah.
So I try my best to put some sort of difference in what I do. If this is either by my lighting or the way it's framed, you get mostly lightings. So I try to be a difference from every other photographer. I do manipulations on my pictures as well and all that.
Yeah. So you said you do manipulations, you try to be creative and all of that.
Yeah.
Do you still learn, or is it for you, for your field, is it something that you have and that's it, or you keep learning or to be better or that kind of thing? Do you keep learning? Do you watch YouTube, Udemy, and those kind of places? Or do you just say, oh, it's vibes?
I watch YouTube, and the thing about photography is it evolves, so you cannot stop learning. The thing about creativity, it evolves. You can't stop learning.
Please say it to people, because the
You can't stop
younger,
learning.
like young people
Yeah.
are always like, oh, when I get to this stage, oh, I want to get there. I have a problem with the I want to get there syndrome. I think it's a really bad thing. It's a bad mindset, because this life is a journey.
Yeah, it is.
If you get there, you're going to die. Do you get? If this is your goal, I'm not saying you don't have goals, but your goals should be able to change. We should have milestones for every part of your life and everything.
Yeah.
So yes, that's why I asked you. So it's important that people know that it's not just you never arrive at something. You can
Definitely.
You can be a a master at what you do, but you're always going to keep
definitely
learning.
just like how gears you get better, you have to evolve with it. You have to evolve, try and put things together, create from scratch, like actually make things from your own perspective. That's how it is. You can never stop learning in this field.
So tell us I know you've had amazing clients. Like I said at the beginning of the show, he has worked with Mayokun, he has worked with V of Big Brother, and so many other stars. I'm sure you've also had crazy clients who are like crazy. I know everybody says, "Oh, I've had these crazy clients." Like, you don't need to call the person's name, but you can tell us like your worst client experience so far.
What I can think about is just the one person, because I'm very thorough in my creative process. So there's a lot of back and forth before the creation begins. So I like to know what you like, how you like your edits, so I know when everything starts, I'm not missing out on anything. That's how I am. I'm very, very thorough. So the only one person that I can remember was this said person. I was contracted to frame a certain amount of pictures for her or him, and
I like how he said her or him.
And this said person, I was very thorough in my going back and forth. Do you like this? Do you want this? And we finalized after going back and forth, trying to assure this person that okay, it's going to be good. You like it. And the day comes, my people go to her house to fix up the frame, and this person doesn't see anything till after the frame is put. The person I sent to put it, they helped out and the person left. So to my surprise, 3-4 hours later, I get a call. I don't like this frame.
Wait, was she not there when they were putting up
was
the frame?
He not there?
Or he, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, the way Nigerians are now, they are never satisfied.
Oh, no.
They are never, so I just had to,
So how did you handle that situation? Because that's another thing. When it comes to the creative industry, you're always going to have to manage human beings.
Yes.
Different temperaments, different people, different needs. How do you manage people?
So my friends say I'm really good at listening. So I try to listen to unlike somebody we know here.
Who is the person?
I said no names.
Oh wow. Okay. All right.
So I always want to listen. So I always want to listen to what my client or my friends have to say, like process what they have to say, and in return try and give back.
Yeah.
That's my process basically. I always want to listen to what you have. So people that know me, when they come to me, I always try to give me what you have. What do you have in mind? Let me know what's going on. Then I can put my own input into whatever it is, and we move from there.
So what has been the highlight of your creative journey?
Highlights. There was this time when I first started, I got a gig from Snoop Dogg.
Whoa.
Yeah. So it was crazy. Like out of the blues, he DM'd me, "Yo, Neff, emailed Sesay person this."
Wait, Snoop Dogg.
I literally can still search for that DM, and in fact, I'm going to search for it and frame it. Because he did out of nowhere. Like I called my brother. I was like, "Is this Snoop Dogg?"
Is it
Checked.
original?
We went to his page. It was crazy. He DM'd me. I was like, I should DM email so person that he'll put me on his, like, he had at that time he had this artist website thingy where we create merch for him. So he put me on, and I was creating merch for him, and I was getting paid.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
So then that passed, and what else? I think that would be like the major highlights.
Wow.
Yeah, because I mean
that's a big deal. That is a big deal.
Very big one,
Ladies
actually.
and gentlemen, he has worked with Snoop Dogg.
I mean,
like, who have you worked with?
say less.
Oh my god.
I'm going to print that picture on the shirt. That DM. So everybody sees it.
You should.
It was crazy.
So talking about your personal life.
Yeah.
How did your folks take your whole creative journey? Every parent's dream, African parent's dream is have a structured job, go to work, sit down under air conditioner, wear tie that is choking your neck, and say yes ma, yes sir, I have this deadline. Like that's the dream that they have for you. So when you told them, I want to be taking picture, be doing click and prackam, like how did they feel? Were they accepting of it, or like they fought it, or did you have to fight for what you wanted?
Oh well, I mean, I still had to go through that structured education. I studied maths and stats.
What?
Exactly.
Wait, sorry. Say it again. You
studied
what?
mathematics and statistics.
Wow.
Exactly. So I still had to.
The nerd. Yeah.
You get. So their own concern was if I was able to balance it with my education and come out with good grades, they're fine. And when I finished my education, I was making good money from it, so they were fine. I was contributing.
Show us the money.
So
after this, you're going to buy
in this Sapa.
I beg, bruh, you work with Snoop Dogg. What are we saying? What are you saying?
I'll give you one shirt with my Snoop Dogg DM.
I don't want. I don't want.
You.
So talking about school and how were you able to do photography and
school at the same time?
School at the same time and still graduate with like good grades.
So the thing is,
you graduated with good grades, right?
Definitely, say less. Right. The thing is, I grew up with a structure, like with a very structured lifestyle. So, wake up, go to school, come back home, do your assignment. So I took that to uni. Wake up, go to classes, come back home, and my studio was in my house, so I could schedule shoots after my classes. So, wake up, go to classes, come back home, do my shoots, edit at night, do my assignments, wake up. So
you were very disciplined.
Exactly, that's the word. I was very disciplined. So it was very disciplined. It was hard at the same time because I didn't have that group of friends that that I hang out with. I didn't really have that. But it is what it is.
So how do you say you work around the clock, right?
Yeah.
How do you balance your work life? Like how do you balance it? Like since you're working around the clock, what do you do for fun? Are you seeing someone?
Well, I'm seeing myself 247.
I beg you. So how do you balance that? Because it can be really bad if you don't learn to balance it.
So that's the downside of everything. So the thing is, I try to. I have
a feeling that you don't balance it.
I don't. I try to make work fun because I'm an introvert.
How do you make work fun?
I like what I do.
Wow.
You get.
Ladies and gentlemen,
so
like what you do.
Exactly. If you like what you do, you constantly always want to do it.
Preach.
Except you work with people that are really hard to work with.
True.
I make it fun for myself, and once in a while when a few of my friends have something and they call me up and I just go for it. But you never catch me outside.
You just go for it, but we'll never catch you outside. I'm not going to get into all of that. So lastly, what philosophy do you live by? And if you could go back in time, what would you tell your 18-year-old self?
Okay, first let's start with philosophy. So the thing about me is I live my life trying to make positive impact on people I meet, be it my clients or my friends. So for the clients, if I get a job, impact comes first, and the result of impact can be monetary. It could be, from clients, it has to be monetary. I always make sure that there's that wow factor when they see what I do for them. So that's the impact on my friends as well. I'm always there for each and every one of them. I try to create that impact regardless. And my 18-year-old self, I would say, jackpot before 22. Still, I'm telling you, because it is very painful now that most of my friends are leaving, and I at the time, like a few years back, I didn't actually dip it that.
So what's stopping you?
You might not know. This might be my last interview in Nigeria.
Wow.
Ladies
and gentlemen, go and book Sesay before he runs away. Please, I beg you.
When they watch it, I might not be here. You know what I'm saying?
Please, I beg you. Oh my god, it was really nice having you on the show.
Thank
You're
you.
usually behind the camera telling people, oh, sit this way, oh, don't slouch, oh, sit down, or that kind of stuff. But you did well. You should be
I was
proud.
born for this. Little did I
Okay,
know.
it's okay. It's okay. Thank you for coming on the show. I really appreciate
Yeah,
it.
thank you very much.
If you have gigs where you need a videographer, a photographer, Sesay David is here for you. And guys listening to this, I'm sure this might be, I'm not saying it is, but this might be a sign for you to quit that toxic work environment and be your own boss. Thank you for listening to today's episode. Don't forget to like us and follow us on all our socials so you know when a new episode drops. My name is Monique and this is Allure. Bye guys.